Welcome back to another episode of Brotato there, everyone. We're going to be trying our speedy character once again. So we start with high speed, extra melee damage for every 2% speed that we have, and obviously less armor while standing still. So we need to be moving all the time. How do we go for this though? Extra melee damage. Extra melee damage. What do we think works well with that? I mean, spear is good. Spear can poke holes through defenses. Screwdriver, wrench, shuriken. Honestly, 1 melee damage for every 2% speed. I don't know if the shuriken's the way to go here. I think we just want the raw damage, something that we can maybe throw out there, increase our attack speed somehow. Why don't we try our spear build? Danger 5 spear. Now obviously this is quite slow attacking, but we do want to line them up and poke them like that, like so. And if we can line behind our tree, there we go, even one of the shots there is enough for our tree. Lovely. Beautiful. Okay, so we managed to get some good resource out of this at the end. Not too shabby. 53. Extra harvesting, I think. Extra harvesting, another spear. One more reroll here into another spear. More damage also results in more speed results in more melee damage, so I should go for that. Attack speed is going to be very important here, I think. Attack speed and maybe lifesteal. Now we want to get this offset so that not all of our spears go at the same enemy. Easier said than done sometimes. Okay, do we have any trees around as well? Doesn't really appear so. The good news is that we can, obviously, if we see somebody, we can run from pretty far afield to get to them. Whether that's for resources, whether that's a tree, materials on the floor, all the above. I felt like I repeated myself there. I think I did. Extra speed is obviously great. We go for the speed here again. We re-roll once more. Another spear is great. And we just keep going. So I guess we also get the max HP by going for lots of spears. So, you know, that's not the worst thing in the world either. Oh, let's not run into enemies though. That seems a bit like a foolhardy strategy. Very bold. There we go. 33 damage per attack, of course. As we get fast, that'll only get bigger as well. And the occasional crit, apparently. Surprise, but a welcome one. Alright, the attack speed again is letting us down. Melee damage we won't say no to. Extra dodge. I mean, if we're going for high speed, dodge seems more important than armor. We go here. You know what? We can go for that. Reroll here once as well. Lock that. Another luck one. Yeah, let's just go full luck with our propeller hats, eh? See what we end up with. Elemental damage. Melee damage. Melee damage isn't too bad, but I don't think it's really worth it on that one. 4 spears is good. Okay, nice, nice. Bit of unnecessary damage again though. Back up to full. Beautiful. We're doing well to take out the enemies, and I think if we do get our enemy spawning there that has all the materials on their back, that we should have a good chance of being able to take them out with the damage that we'll have. You know, 36 damage per is quite nice. Can we get to this tree in time? Yes we can, and we get an item for our troubles as well. Beautiful. Now I would say that we're not earning as much. Ooh, I'll take the hedgehog. I will take the armor. Armor is still useful. Okay, we go. Wait, can we buy both of these? 40. Yeah, we can. We can buy both of these and then lock the spear for later. I think that's the way to go about it. 5 spears with another one locked in the shop there. So we will have our 6 spear build, which of course increases our max HP. And also allows us to attack from quite far afield. And if we get them offset like we're trying to, then like this, there we go. Now we got them firing in every which way direction. That's exactly what we want to have happen, so that we don't just fire all the spears at one group of enemies there and then have nothing else to fire at the others. Now it's not easy to maintain this. You kind of need to be within the range of enemies all the time. As we can see, we already kind of lost the benefit of that, but it's still working out for us here, I would say. And good movement, good pathing, allowing us to pick up quite a few resources, plus a level up with extra damage. Why not? Extra melee damage again, sure. Piggy bank. We can take that. We can start earning some extra interest. So rerolls are now less useful. Obviously harvesting is more useful, but hard to come by. Okay, they were kind of offset there. There we go. Now they're offset once again. Can we keep it that way? To a degree, yes. Okay, any trees around the place? Doesn't appear so. And now they're all back firing at the same direction there. Now we've offset again, there we go. So it's all about whether we can kind of keep them going at different enemies. Maybe it'll be more useful when we have those enemies with lots and lots of HP. The big charges, that we just want it to all go in one direction. Just like my favorite band. Then maybe it's worth it. But for right now, definitely not. We just want to kill as many as we can. 230 credits, there we go, that's looking up. Some more speed is great, some more speed there. And you know what? No, we go for the dodge here. We have to go for the dodge. So, speed is good, also means a little bit more damage. We take this. And I do think we buy this, even though we do lose our piggy bank that we could maybe earn from. But then again, we don't have to use the piggy bank directly every single turn. Even if it's only getting us an extra 10 credits or so, that's still not bad. Like, that'll pay for itself pretty quick, even just doing that. And anything above that would just be, you know, happy days. Like, I don't want to get myself killed by trying to go too hard down the saver route with our piggy bank, like in between rounds. And I don't think we're reaching that issue right yet, right at this moment, but maybe later on it will be something that we have to bear in mind. Okay, you take your eyes off the screen for 1 second and then you run right into the enemies with this character. I guess with speed like this, you can't really afford to do that whatsoever. We go through here in the middle, we get a tree. Through here again, pick up all this. Beautiful. Alright, love it. Melee damage. Looks good. We reroll once. Lifesteal I think does make sense here. I think we go for that. Then I think we just save. We got an extra 30 credits there, so the piggy bank really is still working nicely for us. And this is where I was talking about how we send all of the spears down at one enemy and take them out that way. Look at that. Good damage so far. Now, what we would love to see is our generator. Our generator, of course, is our item that we opted not to buy in our last run, in our last episode, excuse me. Because our speed was so low, but that is the one where you lose 5% damage, but you gain a modifier there that for every 1% speed that you have, you gain 1% percentage damage, basically, which modifies all the types of damage that you do, of course. So that would be a huge one to find anytime soon. Or even later on, I guess. We've got enough luck that I feel like we should find it eventually. I'm just hoping that it comes, you know, within the next 5 waves or so. Oh, what about this tree? Nice. And these resources, not too shabby. 360 resources again. More tree spawn, don't mind if I do. More speed, not too bad. But then again, do I go for the speed? Yeah, we go for the speed. I mean, the speed's benefiting our damage as well there. I think we can get our attack speed later on. Fertilizer is great. Another spear, also great. Now we reroll once. Vigilante ring is huge, as is that spear. We go for this, we buy this next round, and then we buy this whenever, really. But as you can see, we really are going down the spear build right now. And I do like the kind of, you know, splitting out. I was going to say phalanx, but that's not what that is. Phalanx is a Roman military positioning, isn't it? Or is it a unit type? I can't remember. I know they've got like the turtle shields. They've got the formation. Oh, I can't remember the name of it now. No, I think a phalanx is either a spear or a spearman type position. I can't remember. I'm mixing up my mythology. Not mythology. Rome's not real. You heard it here first. It's all a lie. It's the global elite there wanting you to think that they could build it in a day. No, it wasn't built in a day. What am I talking about? I've lost the plot. Conspiracy theories eating away at my brain there, obviously. Apparently ones that I created myself too. Look at the ability there for these spears to absolutely mow through these enemies though. We absolutely go through and pick up all the resources. I actually forgot that we're on wave 9, which of course is our great wave for all those resources. 600 to our name. Oh boy. We'll go for some armor. We will go for some, I mean, some HP regen's okay. We have to go for this. We don't have to go for this, because how much do we earn here with our piggy bank if we do that? So 375 up to 450. That was 75 credits on the dot that we managed to earn there by not buying that. Like, true, we would have still earned like 30 credits or so had we have taken that anyway, but I guess if we can afford to justify not going for it, which I think we can in this stage, because I feel like we're in a pretty strong position at this point in time, then I think it's worth just saving it for later on and getting that purchase in a bit later once we've earned even more from our piggy bank. So our piggy bank has definitely earned more than it cost us to begin with, and anything from here is absolutely just, you know, extra gains. Beautiful. Our ROI is pretty significant there, well over 100%. Okay, easy does it. Keep in the middle here so that we can keep getting enemies as much as we possibly can. Some good dodging coming into play as well here. We've got some decent armor as well. We've got a tree over here, lovely, nice item for our troubles. Another tree over here, let's make our way over. Let's not die again. Pick up the resources. Oh, that was close. Okay, 761 resource to our name, more speed, beautiful. Landmines, we'll recycle those. Extra armor, I think we're at the point where extra armor is still useful. Okay, another coupon, huge. Into more speed. Fewer enemies, I think that'll really get us across the line. Now again, I think we do combine and take this one because it's such a huge damage modifier. Ooh, we've got our free reroll. We should be doing that every time too, shouldn't we? We take this and we keep going. 2 purple spears. How much speed do we have now? We're taking these enemies out in one go. That is boding very well for our current situation, our chances for a victory. But of course, it's not just speed and it's not just damage that gets us there. If we take damage, we need to be able to regen that somehow, whether that's through HP regen, whether it's through lifesteal, whether it's through some other main there, like the other one there, which doesn't allow you to get any HP regen from any source, but you still regenerate 3 per second, which isn't too bad. I wouldn't hate that right now, but then it means that all of the food on the floor wouldn't do anything for us, so is it worth it? I don't know. Yet to be seen, I suppose. And also we have to find it in the shop there for us even to consider taking it in the first place, so let's not cry about milk that isn't spilt just yet. And we'll consider it a bit later on. Good dodging. This is where you absolutely have to keep moving because you get minus 100 armor if you do stop with this character. So stopping does mean that you take probably more than double damage, I want to say. But you don't know exactly what minus 100 armor does to you. I don't really want to test that theory out either. I mean, I don't really care for the landmines though. Some more armor, another spear, a reroll. Minigun's fun, but it's not what we're going for. See the speed there, we do lose our crit chance, but we get some damage for it. I don't think that's worth it. We go for one more reroll. This one's worth it. The medal is worth it. We'll take that. And we won't go for the goat skull. I think we've got enough pure melee damage, at least for now. 112 damage with some of our purple spears, 94 with our weaker ones. And we see the big boys, we just try and take them out in one foul swoop, like this dude right here. There we go, easy done. Now, enemies are fast, so more dodge would be nice, because it's not going to be always possible to dodge them every single time with our movement, so having the skill upgraded, so then we can dodge them like that, for example, would be very nice. And I didn't mean to test my, use case out so frivolously there, but regardless, I think it worked for us. Okay, keep the dodging going, keep going for the trees as well when you get a moment, just to see if you get any items, a bit of luck going your way. Not always, but you take down enough trees, eventually you'll have it go your way. Everything's coming up Millhouse eventually. At least that's the hope, of course. Okay, good dodges there. Allowed us to get a good number of resources, plus saved a whole bunch for later on. Yeah, 20 luck. I love it. Melee damage or max HP. So this is where it starts getting quite tricky. I think we start going for the max HP to help our survivability. Dangerous Bunny's not horrible. Let's go for a reroll. Okay, we have to go for the spear. And little muscly dude is pretty good there too. Attack damage, max HP, less range, but that should be okay. I'm hoping that tanking our range like this isn't going to end up biting us in the backside, but I mean, this wave's going very well, that's for sure. Up to 63 max HP. And we've got our staggered spears, and we seem to be one-shotting everyone, so that certainly means that our staggered spears should mean that we are able to kill more enemies there more efficiently, rather than, again, what we talked about earlier with all of our spears going to one unit type. Too much overkill in that situation. Okay, we're not, for the luck that we've got, I'm surprised at how few items we're getting from our tree drops, because I know that's pretty much the best chance of us getting it. We can get it from enemies as well, units on the field, but it's not as common, at least in my experience. Okay, we keep going for you in the corner, then we run up the middle here. I do like going for the spike units because they're the ones that hit us a wee bit, so I don't know where that item came from. Maybe I was crying about nothing. Just being a salty boy for nothing. There we go, 2 trees that we missed out on, a bit of a shame. Extra speed, we'll take it. Some lifesteal. I don't hate the lifesteal, although the armor is still useful here. Extra max HP. Yes, we take that. Acids? No, we don't lose the dodge. We go for the speed, and now we just keep going. So what have we got? Have we got 4 purple spears here? That's pretty impressive. Didn't expect to get to that point. Okay, there's a nice item for us. Well, I guess I can't really say whether it's nice or not until we see it at the end of the wave here, but fingers crossed, fingers crossed. And with our luck stat, I'm thinking that we've got a good chance of it being better than we would have got in earlier ones. Okay, just keep going, keep throwing those spears absolutely everywhere. We can zip around the field with willful abandon. You know, we can outmaneuver our enemies quite well. It's just if there's too many enemies on the field, excuse me, then that can be quite tricky to do. A nice tree for us there. Keep going through here. Another one over here. We've basically got full HP, more or less. Don't have to worry about trees right now until one pops up. There we go. And again, the hitboxes on this game here are very, very forgiving, shall we say. Like, I've felt multiple times that I felt like I should have been hit, but I wasn't. We don't want to lose the speed. We'll go for a little muscly dude. Reroll once. Glass cannon. Ooh, tricky. Tricky. I think we take the beanie. Do we need this? I don't think we do, honestly. Now, that loses us 20% damage if we went for that. Or 20% melee damage. Let me just look at this again. 1 melee damage for 2% speed. So yeah, we'd lose 20 melee damage, so we can't justify going for that. We can take our spear, however. 5 purple spears. Count me in. Alright, nice, nice. Again, we're still at the situation where we're one-shotting everything. Our speed is good. I think we do need more survivability though, so again, it's going to be the dodge. It's going to be the lifesteal. It's going to be the HP regen. Because we are relying on the trees at the moment, which isn't terrible. But what happens if trees aren't spawning? What happens if we don't get trees in the final boss fight? You know, we need to counteract those, or have some contingencies in place there so we can counteract those issues before they arise, you know? Plan ahead. Failure to plan is a plan to fail. Oh my god, 32 damage with those enemies? Okay, now we need to pay a bit more attention. Pick up the resource as we can, get the HP. Pick up the HP there. See, as we can see, those big shots, ooh, can do a lot of damage if not careful. So we didn't manage to get all those resources. We get the max HP. Metal? Metal sounds good. More max HP. That's exactly what we wanted. We go here, we save our cute monkey as well. Power generator is absolutely what we get. Assuming that we survive this wave, our damage modifier is going to be so big. Oh, careful. Just keep going for those. We don't want to be taking early damage there. It's really a waste of our HP, and then it means that we eat this food rather than saving it for later on. Now just let us get back to full HP. There we go. Let's get around here. Go for you guys in there. I mean, we are super fast, aren't we? So it's not the end of the world. Oh, careful, careful. There we go. I think we're able to kill the brain enemies in behind. And I think kind of running towards them and then just to the side seems like a good tactic here at the moment. Nice item there for us as well. We took out the other big dude in the middle. So the brain dude's in the middle. Okay. Good, good. Went well, went well. I think the issue is again going to be our football helmet charges. 1 armor for minus 2% speed. No thank you. HP regen. Yeah, we're at the point where HP regen makes a difference. So, power generator. Plus 93 percentage damage there. Let's look at our percent damage modifier up here. From 40 up to 128. Actually bonkers how much of a difference that made. One more reroll. None of that's that good. Although a circular saw could be quite nice. Decent lifesteal. In fact, do I start considering that? Why don't we lock it? And we will see if that's worth going for. I feel like lifesteal could be well worth it because our damage now is so huge. Oh, excuse me, I don't know what's coming over me. Our damage is so huge that we're not really running into too many issues with regards to killing enemies. So now increasing our ability to lifesteal should help out and kind of fill that void. And we were talking about earlier how increasing our lifesteal would be beneficial. I didn't really consider that as being a weapon that we get. But regardless, I still think it makes sense for us. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Good dodging. Again, this is the earlier parts of the wave though, when it's kind of a little bit more barren on the field. And enemies are not quite in position just yet. Let's keep going for you lot. Okay, let's take you out as well. Bit of food there for us. Some good resources. We just keep zipping around the field. Lots and lots of trees over here. Not really doing much for us though, is it? Okay, let's go get our resources in the middle. Take some damage, worth it. And our dodge helps us out there too. 430 credits to our name. Sure, we'll get some extra experience gain. Okay. I think we merge this. We then buy this. We definitely lock the spear. We'll re-roll here as well. Oh my lord. +2 HP regeneration for every 1% speed you have. I think that should be plus there instead of minus, right? Minus 15 speed. Estes couch. Oh, for every minus 1% speed you have. Oh, so couch potato. So the slower we are, we would get minus 186. Is that how that works? Oh, I really want it to work, but I don't think it is. I'm kind of tempted to take it just to see what happens. But I feel like it's bad. No, it's not the one that we want to get. We'll re-roll once more. Please let me know in the comments if that was going to be plus, but it looked like a minus 186 there. I don't know why it was green. They should probably change that to red there to indicate that it's going to become a negative. But I guess that's what the stat says, so maybe if you're reading it then it makes sense. Now our speed is certainly helping here, and we are clearing enemies well enough with our spear. Get some trees along the way, which also so happen to give us some resources, or just so happen to. Yeah, if that Estes couch to me suggests that it's to do with like a couch potato, so low speed benefits you with the HP regeneration, like you're eating your bags of chips which is healing you up because you're so slow and sitting on the couch, rather than giving us HP regen for moving around so quickly. Like that might be a treadmill item or something like that, for example. Okay, some good damage again. Keep going through the middle, pick up the resources that we can. We got the speed to make it happen, and also the dodge chance to not take too much damage. 366 credits, nice. Tyler, we'll recycle it. We can do better. We can re-roll here, get some more speed. Okay, there's another spear. We said we were going to take it. We re-roll once more. Ooh, elemental damage and luck. Cacti club. It is primitive, it's also heavy. But I don't think it's worth it. Wow, our luck is really holding off for us, just not necessarily on the ones that we want to see. Reroll once more. Less explosive, no thank you. Let's just wait and see what it has in store for us, the shop. Now, this is the furthest we've been in a wee while here. Thanks to our spear build. The only downside is that our medical saw has to get really close, up close and personal there for it to work. And even so, I don't really like it in terms of the HP regen that we're getting from it. The lifesteal seems to be pretty subpar. Almost non-existent. Okay, let's not jinx ourselves before we get to the next wave there, of course. Okay, nice little breakaway there. It gave us a chance to run. And again, some food on the edges. And there we go. We're basically up to full HP. Now let's try and clear a bit of a corner for us in case we want to hang out here for the rest of the wave. Okay, we can't. We gotta run. We gotta run. And we're in a sticky situation here. Okay, we ran through again, took some more damage. Okay, okay, keep the lifesteal going. Keep your distance. We can't stay still though. We're almost too fast now. Okay, I think if we stay in the corner here, we survived. That was a little bit too sketchy there, if I'm being honest. Extra attack speed, let's go for it. Recycle that. Recycle that. I think we need the dodge. We absolutely need the dodge. Ooh boy, okay. Reroll again. Reroll again. Wings. Range and speed. I mean, sure, let's just go for it. We're at 0% lifesteal, 6 HP regeneration. Our only lifesteal is the circular saw, which is not going to happen that frequently. I don't know, we do spawn quite a few trees though, so maybe we just try and get that going. And if we can kill one of you, that would be very nice. And actually our damage is pretty huge, isn't it, when we do hit all of our enemies with one. Let's keep trying to go for that. Oh, careful, careful, careful. We don't need to be taking the damage that we are at the moment. Oh, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Ouch. Oh, close. I mean, the food that we're getting is adequate, right? It's not fantastic, but it's keeping us semi-healed. Actually, we can just keep chasing you now, can't we? Because we can actually outrun the circles of damage that you're putting out. Let's keep trying to chase you here. And as soon as you're gone, that'll be... Okay, that's one thing less to worry about. Now our big boss is still over here. Actually, we might get a chance to kill our enemies there rather than trying to run away and just survive. And that would be the first one that we've won in a wee while by killing as well, rather than just by hiding. Let's just quickly go and get some food here. 12 seconds left. I think we'll kill you before that. There we go. Run one with Speedy. I feel accomplished with that one. Oh, and we get a fin. Extra speed, extra lifesteal, and -8 luck. Okay, I like it. It's a purple item, so it's still quite rare. Not too shabby whatsoever. I think that's a good enough one to end up the episode on with there. Thank you all very much for tuning in. We'll be playing some more Brotato later on here, of course. If you did enjoy the stream, did enjoy the episode, excuse me, please do feel free to drop a like and a subscription below. So drop a comment about what you enjoyed about the video, how I can improve, all that stuff helps. Check us out on Twitch at twitch.tv/Hendoy, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now there, folks. See ya.